Welcome back to another episode of 24/7. I'm Mark, we got Liam.
Hello.
Today we're joined by a Welsh artist, Swansea based, I believe.
This might be the furthest anyone's travelled to be on this show.
What, just from down the road?
Yeah.
We have someone not from Newport for once. And he goes by the name of T-Rev. T-Rev, how are we, sir?
I'm very, very well. I'm all right. I was about to say very, very good.
You just said
I
off
feel a
camera.
bit rough. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. You said it felt a bit like an interrogation, and I hope I don't.
Yeah.
Sitting
You
under
get
a
a bit
light.
more relaxed, and it's
Sorry,
not
no.
that. Yeah,
No, I'm all good. I'm quite comfy here.
No
Nice
comment.
chairs.
No comment.
No comment. Just wait for my solicitor to turn up and then we'll talk.
So I have a confession to make. We've never met,
Yeah.
and I've had a hectic few weeks since we did get you booked, and I have done no research. But this is nice because these conversations
Raw dog it.
We're well, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we're raw dogging.
I was under the impression that you did meet, because I think the first time I met you properly was that show in Swansea.
In the Lemon
That I
Factory.
think you did. And I came down with,
Pity.
must have been 5 people in the car. Piddy was one of them. And I was almost certain you came as
Piddy?
well. The DJ from Cardiff. Piddy, James Piddock.
Man, do you know what? I used to be involved, not heavily in music. I'm not a musician. I used to. We had a radio show 100 years ago, and it was like very grime, hip hop. People would come on, sing freestyle. But I'm an old man. I'm in my 40s now, so I don't follow it as much as I used to.
No, this is going back. Well, Lemon Factory was 2016, I think that was, wasn't it?
How long ago?
So
I was certain that you two would have crossed paths somewhere.
We might. I used to take a lot of drugs, though, innit?
and I didn't. So
So yeah, we might have been on 2 different levels.
maybe you
I
didn't
never
never
He
sold
probably
any.
didn't come into the cubicle that I was in.
Yeah, you were in the urinal.
If it's,
Okay, maybe not then.
I've only ever been to one music event in Swansea. Again, well, it might have been that long ago, but I think it was Chew.
Oh, Chew was there.
I think it was the first time I saw Conrad.
Conrad
I'm thinking this might be the
Was he-
same
I
I feel
one.
like
he
it was
there?
this. I feel like it might have been this event.
I might have just been in the background blending
I didn't
in
get
there.
so Sacred was in charge of booking it, didn't it? So obviously I didn't go on until 10 to 3 in the morning.
Oh, you definitely wouldn't have. I wasn't. I can tell you now. I never saw 10
So
to 3 in
I
the
turned
morning.
up with loads of people on the night because it's the first gig I'd done in so many years, and then Sacred, I walked up to him halfway through the night. I was like, "Bro, when's my set?" And he's like, "Oh, boys." Oh, what's your name? I was like, "You cheeky."
Trev.
But that's the one thing that stands out to me from that night, because even though you went on so late, you had your own group of fans who I didn't see anywhere that night, and then as soon as you went on, they all just came out, and the
They're all
club
in
got
the toilet,
busier
I was
again. Sharing.
But no, that like
But
in
it
fairness,
got even
like
crazy. I was like, who is this guy? And like, how do I not know who he is? And where have all these people come from who have come to see him? Like, because it was like a cult following almost.
it was, yeah, at one point, bro, yeah, it was, and but I found when I started sobering up and stuff, the following just
They
disappears,
using you to get some of your JD.
selling a lot of the time as well, like, you know, so it was more like they're gonna go where the party is, like, you know what I mean? So it just happened as performing.
Well, let's go. So 2016 was almost 10 years ago. So you've been a musician a long time. What have you been? 20, 21, 22?
20.
How old are you now?
I'm 32 now.
32 now. Yeah. So you would have been 22, 23.
Yeah.
So you've been a musician a long time.
Oh yeah.
When did this start? Let's go right back.
I was about 14, 15.
Just in
I
school,
used
on
to
the
write-
play
yeah,
yard,
I
just
used to
spitting
get in
bars.
trouble because I'd write poems and that,
Yeah.
and just like stuff. And I remember, no, I must have been about 30. One of the poems that I gave in to my English teacher was like, if you see me walking around with my head looking down, it's not because I'm depressed. I dropped a blim on the ground. I'm not going anywhere till that little fucker's found. Okay, found it. Yeah, right, sound, proper little job. I'm 13, so that's my job. Going into town without no money, going on the rob. If I get caught with drugs again, I haven't got another chance. So when I see the old bill, I shove my blow down my pants. And like
A-star.
Yeah, honestly.
And you said in that you were 13, so that
So
answers the
yeah.
age question.
So yeah, fuck, that's 19 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
crazy.
It started turning into music then.
Yeah.
Because I felt a bit weird just writing poems all the time, and it was like I got to find a way now to make this.
People don't see them as music; they just think like Shakespeare when you think of poems.
And
so when did you record your first track? Like when was the first studio, or if you used the studio?
Oh, in my mother's living room. If you listen to all the acapellas from back then, you can hear just Jeremy Kyle on in the background in the living room. Just just arguing and stuff. And then it's just me just trying to shout these ad libs, and she's just there like, oh my God. So I can't remember what the bar was, but for some reason I had to shout the word Halfords as an ad lib. And then she was just like, she paused the TV. She's like, James, what are you doing? Is that what you mean? She goes, why are you shouting Halfords at a microphone? I was like, just don't. So that's when I started. It was in comp. I started recording in my house, and it was just remixes of like T.I., Yellow Wolf. Well, Yellow Wolf came a bit later, I think. And just, like Eminem, 50 Cent and all that sort of stuff.
So you're a hip hop artist.
Oh, yeah.
First and foremost, you don't do grime.
Oh, yeah, no,
bass. You do?
I do grime. I just sort of, whatever's in front of me at the time, I just like a challenge. So, and plus I get bored so easily. So I'll do a hip hop project, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm done with hip hop for a little bit, and then I'll jump onto something else. And, but I just like mixing up different things, seeing what comes out of it, innit? Because if I keep doing the same thing over and over, it's not getting me anywhere. And, just see what... Sorry, I completely lost my train of thought.
I did manage to... Liam sent me a Wales Online article. So this is public knowledge. I'm not we're not calling you out and saying this, that, and the other. It's out,
Where were you last week?
Yeah. But obviously, when you're a musician, and maybe with the town you grew up in, or the state wherever you grew up in, you're going with the wrong crowd, and it's quite easy. You become a party boy. I guess you're the guy who just turns up and starts rapping, and it's fun. Yeah. So there was drug use.
Oh God, yeah.
And when did that start?
Probably around the same time, around 12, 13's just smoking weed and that, yeah.
Wow.
And then it was Smileys. We'd go down the bike track and
what's a Smiley?
Smiley ecstasy pills.
Pills.
Yeah. And,
what? 13.
Probably, 13, 14. I think we started getting them. But I was dumb, see. So like, the place that I'm from in Swansea. Well, it's between two. It's Morriston and Pontleu. But Pontleu, where I was living at the time, it's not a rough place. It's like where people retire and stuff. It's quite a nice little area. But it was boring for me, so I just went and I stuck my head into different places, and I thought, oh, this is more exciting. And that's how I ended up then getting involved with the wrong people, because I went out of my way to try and find them. And
was it about like snowball thing then that people say about where you start off a little bit and then it grows and grows and grows?
Oh yeah.
Before you know it,
it was definitely because we'd never really agreed with me anyway, and I always wanted to find something that was going to relax me, and that's when I started getting into the Valium. Valium and painkillers were my weakness. Still would be my weakness now. Those are the only things since I've sobered up that I get cravings for, because
you're sober now.
Yeah, 5.5 years.
You don't drink.
No, nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Which in itself is amazing, I think. 5.5 years.
Yeah, hats off to you.
After saying how much you've done in your time.
Well, that's it. It gets to a point. The reason I sobered up was because I kept telling myself, I kept trying to sober up, like 9-10 times, and I just couldn't do it. But then there was one day that I picked my little boy up, and I just slept the entire time that he was there. And I was thinking, I'm not a dad. Do you get what I mean? So I just locked myself in my friend's bedroom at the time, because I was staying with her. Just went cold turkey then, because meetings didn't work for me, because it's all the higher power stuff, and it's just not for me. Like, I can't the 12 steps didn't agree with me, and all these, like, trying to wean myself off stuff. If I tell myself, okay, I'm not going to sniff, but I can still drink, then I'm going to end up sniffing, because after a couple of drinks, I think, okay, no, it's fine. I'll just start next week. So I just cut everything off. I'd only drink peppermint tea. I wouldn't drink caffeine either. Like, I just locked myself away. Peppermint tea, chicken, broccoli, rice.
Really?
Boring.
So you went from one extreme
I had to
the absolute opposite end of...
Oh, yeah.
So even when you were drinking and doing drugs, I'm guessing it wasn't a healthy lifestyle in terms of what you were eating.
No, I was cow chopping, and like I'd order an extra large kebab, and then that'd last me the week.
One kebab?
I'd just be picking at it. I'd just be whiskey and sniff would be the only things going into my system at that point. And this would be around the time you met me. Around the time you met me, I was probably at my worst, because especially with the performing again, and then when me and Sacred started doing the Wild Boys Wasted stuff.
It's kind of like a lifestyle then, though, I guess.
What was Wild Boys Wasted?
Well, it was a duo
So you and Sacred.
Me and Sacred, we after that first gig, 'cause it was a good turnout, wasn't it? There,
Yeah.
And after that first gig, we decided we were going to do a little project together. But we had an album launch, and we sold a shitload of tickets. But we forgot to do the fucking album. Oh, because he was always pissed. I was always wrecked.
What? So you were doing an album launch with no album?
We had 3
Amazing.
songs.
I've never heard that before.
So, but everyone enjoyed it, though. You know, everyone enjoyed. Like, he did a couple of his songs, I did a couple of my songs.
Well, everyone's probably off their faces.
If you don't make a big thing of it, people probably didn't know that there wasn't actually an album.
Exactly that. And, like, that's how it went. So, and everyone was like, oh, yeah, you know, brilliant afterwards. Not a single person asked about the album after that night.
Well, that's not good. No one wanted to buy the album.
Good.
No, I know, good.
I'd have had to give him one on tick or something.
Yeah. Oh, that's
But
amazing.
speaking of Sacred as well, he's supporting you on your upcoming tour, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
So let's hope we actually get some music for that.
Yeah, well,
Don't do the same thing again.
we've planned on doing like a couple of tracks together, maybe a little EP. Not as Wild Boys Wasted, because obviously I don't drink and it just be Timid Boys Sober or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I ring
So, we ain't going to sell many records.
You didn't start any last time.
Yeah, but we're actually making it this time.
Oh, okay, that's
Making the
good.
record. But we're just going to use tour footage as music videos then. Because the problem we had before was because he was in Cardiff, I was in Swansea. I'd message him and say, oh, send me some videos over, or vice versa, but the other one would be off their face and then we'd just forget to do it.
Have you done... So how many dates is this tour you're doing?
I'm just going to check.
A few though, yeah?
This is a lot,
It's
isn't
like
it?
11,
Yeah.
something like
There's
that.
some
Yeah.
big places.
Have
aren't
you
there?
toured since being sober?
Not toured, no.
How do you think it's going to go for you? Like,
I think it's going to go all right because I can drive now.
right.
Like, obviously, if I was off my face and stuff, I
Yeah.
couldn't drive. And I what I enjoy at the moment is whenever I do a show now, it's hectic, but then I just sort of go back to the hotel room after it and I'm quiet. Have a
So you
cup of tea.
perform sober, just not at all. You've done like individual.
Oh yeah, I performed
shows.
sober. Yeah, just I haven't done like back to back. And
Is it the same? Like, do you
I prefer performing sober.
prefer...
I had my fun perform, but I'd always look at videos back the next day and I think, what the fuck were you thinking? And it was so I remember all my words now sober. I'm more present as well now, and crowd interactions are a bit easier now. So all in all, I love performing off my face, but I prefer performing sober because I feel like more of an artist then instead of just
We've heard that from a
an
few
entertainment.
artists, haven't we?
Well,
They've all-
the Eminem story is the big one that comes to mind. Because
Eminem,
obviously
yeah.
he was it Relapse, his first album, sober? Or is that just a name?
I don't know. Recovery was.
Recovery, yeah.
I feel like you might have actually relapsed for relapse in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then because he did the 2 albums, they dropped pretty much straight after
Yeah.
each other, didn't they?
But again, you could argue that his best music was when he was off his face on drugs.
Well, that's it. So my favorite music,
Slim
favourite
Shady
songs
is
that I've
his
yeah.
best stuff, yeah.
but that's how I feel with my songs as well. Some of my favorite songs came through stupid amounts of drug use. So what I do struggle with now is writer's block because I'm overthinking everything I'm saying now. It has to be perfect, whereas before...
So
I
the
didn't
music's
care.
changed.
Oh, yeah. My music's a lot more miserable than it used to be. Like I used to have it's more just sort of mental health based and like recovery based at the moment. I'm trying to sort of mix it up a bit again, but the only times I get inspired to write anything is when my head's cooked.
Really?
And like, yeah, if I'm struggling with something, it like that's how I work through things. So like something will happen, my brain struggles to process it, and instead of just escaping like I used to now, I'll just write it down as I'm feeling it, like just as a journal, and then I'll make it rhyme after it and then structure it into a song that way.
I listened to Diazepam Part 2.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
Yeah, well, so Diazepam Part 1 first came because Diazepam Part 2 is about my older brother. Well, he's my best friend, but, you know, he's always looked after me growing up and he's always introduced me as his little brother. And that's what I was on about earlier. That's where the nickname Trev comes from. He kept getting pissed off at me because he said, "Oh, you never put me in any of your videos." And I was like, "You're always in jail." I was like,
really?
"I can't put
Okay.
you in any of them if
Yeah.
you're not there."
Yeah.
And he goes, "All right, fair enough." And he's like, "Well, I'm not now." And I was like, "Yeah, you're on tag now." So I was like, "Right, okay, plan of action." Messaged Lems to Studio 45. Said, "Right, let's get down to Ben's house. We're going to film a video in his garden where he can't he can't say that he's not been in a video then.
Yeah.
And he loved it. And he was so excited about it. And then it was a year after that video came out, he died of an overdose. And an accidental overdose, so it's not like he was, trying to. But I didn't know, again, like I said, I didn't know how to process that. Because part of me was thinking, I really want to get fucked up now. I can't deal with it.
Were you sober at this point or not?
Yeah, sober at this point.
sober at this
2022 he died,
Yeah.
so I was 2 years into my sobriety. So I was like, I'm just going to have to lock myself away again and just write until... Because you know when something really bad happens, you go numb, don't you? Initial shock, you don't feel anything. And that's how I was. Like I didn't feel anything. I heard the news. I got down to his house. He was still in the house when I got there. I had to deal with the police and the paramedics and that. And because I was filming a video in Cwmbran when he passed with Lems, and Lems had to come down to the house with me. So Lems then said, right, get stuff written, come up to the studio, and we'll just stay there. So I went up there and I did a whole album for him. Diazepam Part 2 was the first song that I wrote from that album. But I think it was the last one we recorded, because that was the one I struggled with the most to actually get through without getting upset. And it wasn't until I was in the booth that I actually started feeling it, if that makes sense. Like I was numb until I was recording it.
Yeah.
But that's my safe space then. Like the recording booth is where I feel like I can just let everything out. And then as soon as I walk out the door, then bang, it's still in there. But obviously it's in the songs as well then.
You can tell on that one, especially like the heartfelt, like,
oh yeah,
it's real. You can, you can't fake
he was
that kind of thing.
yeah, he was everything to me. He was and I saw him going downhill quite rapidly, and it got to the point where I had to distance myself from him, because I knew that if I carried on staying around him every second of every day, I would be back down the same path that I was always going down. And
what did he overdose on?
everything.
What's the hardest drug you've done?
Probably crack, to be honest.
Do you ever come close to
Overdose, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not on purpose. Well, no, a couple of times I tried overdosing on like tablets and stuff on purpose. But like uppers and stuff.
On purpose?
Oh, yeah. I struggled a lot with my mental health because I'm diagnosed schizophrenia. And for years, it was my excuse for using drugs then, because it was like, I don't hear stuff if I'm on stuff. But then after a while, I started realizing that the only reason that my symptoms were as bad as they were is because I was taking drugs. So then it was a drug-induced psychosis as well. But I came close. There's a couple of times that I'd be up for like a week or two and we'd just be sniffed up. Back when Meow was really big.
I remember.
So that's going back years now, a good decade ago. And it was just whiskey, meow, whiskey, meow, whiskey, meow. And it got to the point where I'd done a function tech gig in town. I just performed in Aberdare. And then I came back to Swansea and we're doing a drum and bass set of function tech. Somebody threw a bag on the stage and I was like, oh, okay, lovely. I thought it was fucking Charlie, didn't I? But it was Ket. And I was walking back to my mate's house and I was thinking, because he only lived around the corner from the venue. And I was thinking, oh, everything's gone sideways. And I was like, something's wrong. And then I wake up about half hour later and they've all propped me up onto the worktop and they're cleaning this massive gash on my head with
oh my God,
Dettol bleach wipe.
Amazing.
Oh.
You'd fallen.
Yeah, cracked my head on Pebble Dash.
Yeah.
And but then I had a gig the next day then and I was just like, oh no, I'm not going to the hospital, And so I just drank it off and went to sleep. And I think that night I probably came close to some sort of fatal accident because I was probably very heavily concussed and everything I was adding on top of it then. That's why I feel like all my health stuff now, I feel like it is just sort of karma for everything I've done to my body over the years.
Really?
Yeah. Like It's only so much you can play with fire before you get burnt in it. And
how long have you been sober now?
It'll be 6 years in January.
That's amazing.
It's
well, and you started at 13.
Yeah, I'd say it wasn't too bad at 13. Like it was just like every Friday, we just get a pocket money together and do that. But it was around 17, 18 that I
just had a good 10 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a big chunk of your life, isn't it, really, when you think of your age? Like a big part of your life is being under the influence.
And as bad as it sounds, a lot of it I wouldn't change, because there's some memories I got with people that wouldn't have happened without the situations we're in. And like some of the best memories I got with people are at some of the worst points in our lives. Like there's been times that I've been couch hopping with my mates, but then the laughs you're having in between, because you've got nothing to care about, and you've got no one relying on you, and it just felt like Train Spotting. Felt a bit sort of like Train Spotting, where you're just there in the moment without the heroin. Like I didn't get that far. Fucking,
which is good.
Yeah. I feel like I might have by accident smoked it at some point, but not to my knowledge.
Someone throws a bag on stage.
Yeah,
next thing you know,
throws a bag on stage.
You're a heroin addict. Amazing.
I suppose though, from everything you've gone through and the fact that you're a dad now as well, you've got like your whole catalogue of music, nearly 100 songs or so on your YouTube alone, plus Studio 45 and everything else.
Yeah.
You've got a lot to look back on, like you said.
That's it.
And obviously there's ups along the way and there's some downs that you've mentioned as well.
Some songs I look back on and I think, what was I thinking? And like, because there was at one point in time I was trying so hard to maintain a certain image in my music.
Like what?
I know, just that typical like not to be fucked with, just sort
like
of
the ad man rap image.
And it's like that's just not me. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just a fucking ginger guy in Swansea that built like an auntie and likes to chill out on Roblox with his boy. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I can't sit there and be like, I want to be this. Don't get me wrong. I still feel like I could out rap a lot of people, especially in the Welsh scene. But I don't feel the need to keep proving myself anymore, as I used to have such a big ego. And I learned as soon as I tried dropping the ego, everything just flowed a lot nicer. And since sobering up, there's a lot of my songs now that I do still love. Like some of the catchier, the ones that go off better as shows were from before I sobered up. But the ones I actually can listen to back now in the car without cringing a little bit are the ones I've written since sober. And but yeah, the back catalogue is something I try and avoid looking at sometimes.
Have you hidden any songs on YouTube? Have you like privated any?
Have you? Yeah.
I did a whole like mixtape called Teetotal when I was about 17.
So you weren't actually teetotal when you made
God,
teetotal?
No. I just thought it was funny at the time because I was the opposite of teetotal, like, and the American accent that I tried.
I think everyone had that though.
Oh, but it was proper, like I said, I remixed T.I. songs and stuff.
I need to hear them before you leave this evening. If you've got any,
I think I have. I think I still got
be
the
amazing.
YouTuber somewhere. But no, I've hidden a lot of them just because it was like.
I think that like 20 years ago when everyone was starting out, well, it was either a London accent or a Jamaican accent or American accent
or a mixture of them all.
It was never Welsh. It was never a Welsh accent, that's for sure.
Oh no!
You just like the music scene in Wales.
About 30% of it sounds Welsh.
Well, I feel like people are rapping in and using their own voice now. I mean, you got a boil top on,
bro.
Man.
Yeah. Authentic.
He's like the most Welsh. Bro. You can't get any more
brilliant
Welsh accent than him.
Well, he used to be in a band called The Guns, innit?
Yeah.
And so
I always try and find. They had a song, and I never remember. I don't know what it was called, but he had a horse's head on, and it was a pool, and I always try and find it to watch it because I remember it being a great track, but I could never find it. But if anyone knows what that is,
the band, because I didn't realise that he was Alex from The Guns until after I'd met him as Boyle.
Yeah.
And then obviously the milk stuff as well then, isn't it?
Oh,
and
the
it was like
Ross Kemp
the Ross
stuff.
Kemp on
yeah,
Gangs.
yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I can hear it now. But I didn't put them together because my sister used to do promotion, like she used to promote shows in Bristol, and she booked the Guns in the Thekla. And we drove up, and I think I must have only been like 18, 19. And we drove up to Bristol. They ID'd me. I fucking left my ID in Swansea, didn't I? And then everyone was like, oh, go on, just let him in. They're like, we can't. So I had to go back to Swansea. And
Oh, no way.
What, to get your ID and go back, or just miss
no,
it?
his show was over by the time I had gone back. Yeah?
Oh.
It was an hour and a half back to Swansea, innit? And then
I don't know if he won't. Boyle Alex wouldn't remember this or remember me, and I don't know if you'd remember it. But he worked with us for a little bit.
Is it TSB?
Yeah. It might have lasted about a week.
Is it?
But he was there. I remember him being there, and I remember it was after the milk stuff had come out.
Yeah.
So everyone knew who he was, but he was, he wasn't like, he was a quiet guy, sound.
smart guy.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to promotional side of stuff.
Well, you mentioned earlier, Liam mentioned it about you earlier, about having this cult following. I feel like that's what he has.
Yeah.
Like he can, if he mentions a club before back, it's going to be sellout.
Yeah. And like, I enjoyed it, but like, so I went to see him in Avon Hills in Port Talbot, and it's the first time I'd actually seen him live. And that's when I got the shirt, and I was like, this guy's fucking brilliant.
I'd love to get him in, actually, because I'm
be
sure
great,
he'd have a hell of a story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He, but then we did a joint headline gig then in Swansea.
Oh, did you?
And bro, he embarrassed me. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I did my
That's
set.
a
and then
tough act
He
to-
did his
to-
set as well then, and I was
Yeah.
like, all right, okay, cool. So you're just that much better than me at performing. Like, do you know what I mean? But no, he's brilliant. But yeah, he's authentically Welsh.
Luke Harvey.
Yeah, Blue. He's got such a Cardiff accent. Badder than who, innit?
Yeah,
He's got
yeah,
such
yeah.
a Cardiff
Yeah.
accent, and it's strong, local.
Oh, locals.
You never hear him putting any accents
Locals
on
up
that. You know
there.
what I mean?
Local. Yeah. Locals another level.
Then
man.
you got like Ferncrest, you got Mirkage. They got the strong Newport.
Yeah,
twang,
yeah.
Yeah,
And
true. Elro doesn't use an accent. I wouldn't say.
Elro, yeah.
Nah, I've always got this like middle class posh
I love
Chepstow
Elro, bro.
accent.
I love it.
That's Elro, isn't it? Like, it's not put on for his song.
No,
Did you see
no.
the tour announcement video?
The local one.
Yeah, and Elro's in it as well.
Yeah.
And when I was piecing that together, I was just like, have you seen it? You haven't seen it, have you?
No.
So basically, local
Is it
phones...
new now?
Yeah. It's,
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I was going to ask about that because no, it's Chepstow, but local.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
so- but he's helping me announce it.
miles away, yeah.
Was it an actual phone call? Because I was going to ask you about
No.
this, or did you just?
So I asked him a couple of weeks before, and he's like, yeah, cool. I'll be honoured. I'll send the video over. About a week went by, and I was like, bro, have you got that video? And he's like, tomorrow. And I was like, okay,
Who's saying this?
local.
Local saying it,
So,
yeah.
and then I messaged him, and I was like, I think it was the day before I was about to announce the tour, and then he messaged me back, and he said, oh, bro, I'm sorry. Is there still time to send it over? And I was like, you know what? I'll be in Cardiff tomorrow.
Oh, yeah,
So
we'll get it
was
done
out,
then, yeah.
And I filmed it. I filmed it myself.
Oh,
then.
you were there doing
I
when
was
he was
there.
doing his dishes.
Yeah, he's doing.
I'll have a look at it, yeah.
So is
it's
that how he speaks
fine.
to you? Because I was thinking, like, is he? Because the words you both use, like, you offend each other. Is that a normal conversation with you two, or was
Yeah,
that put on a bit for a video?
It's
Like, are
exaggerated.
you a bit more
for video,
civil
innit?
in person?
Yeah, we had like a nice little civil conversation before it, and then he was just like, all right, cool. I'm going to pretend to do the dishes now. And then I'll phone you up. And then he phoned me up and he's like, you fucking maggot. And I was thinking, he's having too much fun with
That's how you
this.
know Local's gone too far because he's pretending to do the dishes now. He doesn't even do the dishes. He just pretends to do them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you know you've made it.
Yeah.
He'd be another good guest.
Locals
we haven't
got a
asked him already,
story,
actually.
yeah.
But yeah, speaking of guests, one thing we always do with our guests is a little quiz.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited for this,
And,
actually. This will be good.
It's only 6 questions,
Oh, Christ.
but
Yeah.
we're not going to use the pen and paper and stuff this time. So I'll just take an answer from both of you.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
But hang on.
So, so we're just going to speak the answers.
Yeah.
So, if I get them wrong, you know
Yeah.
when you're editing later, you just dub over with
We'll
the
get
right
Local to
answer.
say the answer, and we'll put it
Yeah,
over.
whilst he's doing the dishes. Okay, go on then.
So first question.
Oh, straight into the quiz. Yeah, okay,
straight
go
in.
on then. Yeah, I'm
We're
ready.
just going for it. You support Liverpool. You support Swansea. They both played each other in a cup game on the 1st of October 1991.
Oh,
Closest scoreline. What was it? They both say a score.
3-1 Liverpool.
3-1, 2-1. It's actually 8-0 to Liverpool. And it was also
I
Swansea.
knew this was coming. Do you want to know why I knew this was
telling you.
coming? Because he said to me in the message about coming up, he goes, right, we're not allowed to talk about football. I was like, you.
But this is one thing you've got in common. But it was also Swansea's biggest cup defeat, which is why I wanted to say that.
91, you weren't even
Just to
born,
get
mate.
I was still in my dad's sack at that point, bro.
Okay, this one's a bit easier, and it's kind of football related. Swansea have got new investors.
It's ridiculous.
Snoop Dogg and Luka Modric. Who has the most followers on Instagram out of those two?
Snoop Dogg.
Ooh.
I'm going to take first answer.
Ooh, I'm going to say Modric.
Okay, does anyone want to guess what they are?
Oh, I don't know,
So
actually.
the nearest
149
million?
million.
Snoop is... I don't know. Footballers have that big following, man.
I think Snoop's got like 149 million or something.
Nah, no
Something-
way. I
something
reckon
like
I reckon he's got less than 30 million.
All right, Snoop's got 88.6 million.
Wow. Yeah.
Luka Modric's got 40.
Yeah, half. Yeah.
Okay. So
I
I'm
know.
one up. I'm one up.
According to Google Maps,
Oh, God.
if you walked from Swansea to Newport, how long is it taking? Closest hour wins. You've
26
probably done
hours.
this.
26. That's first answer, 26 hours.
Okay.
I'm going to go 25 hours.
18 hours, 22
There you
minutes.
go.
Right, hold on now.
That's crazy.
Who's walking?
Yeah.
Google Maps.
Man, that's
God.
wild. I'm the slowest walker in the world. But that's mad, 18 hours. I would have said something...
Hold on. You did say, though, if you walked, didn't you?
I
So I'd probably just
did.
drag my feet a bit.
No, the
So I
answer's
can
the
get the
answer,
right
man.
answer.
Okay,
I
cool.
got the point.
All right.
Because if
Okay,
we
yeah.
asked you 6 years ago, you would have got here in half an hour probably.
Oh, yeah.
Sprinted the whole way.
God.
Moving on, I've got an alcohol-related question. Just because one thing I always remember about you is your Jack Daniels tattoo. I couldn't find the Jack Daniels question, so we just got an alcohol one. Lots of Andre the Giant stories talk about him drinking large amounts of beer. There's one story about him in a hotel lobby where he had a 6-hour session.
Wow.
How many drinks, or pints actually, did he drink in 6 hours?
Someone like the
120
Big
or
Show.
something like that.
Yeah, oh, man, you...
Something like that, wasn't it?
These are pints. So how many pints
You
in
think-
6 hours?
I feel like it was 100 and something. 100.
And it's
Man.
also a rumour that the hotel lobby, he passed out in the hotel lobby. The hotel left him there to sleep it off until the morning.
Yeah, they were never going to lift him, were they?
I was saying,
Nothing
all
they
that.
could do, nothing they could do about that.
He's got like the 17-year-old waitress
6
just
hours.
Excuse me.
Like 6 hours.
I say 120.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Like
20 pints an hour, easily.
How many toilet breaks? would
Man,
this
I'm
individual
gonna say like, what did you say?
120.
I'm just gonna go mad and go 200.
I'm actually very impressed. It's 119.
Oh
Spilt the last one.
man, that's insane pints. That's mental.
Next question, I feel, is fair for you
Are we keeping
both.
score? Yeah,
I think it's 2-0.
you think? Okay. Well, I did score a point, so
You
yeah.
did score a point, yeah. It's
Oh,
2-1.
did you?
You're the
2-1.
guest though, so
What
yeah.
did you get a point on?
The walk-in one.
Oh yeah,
okay,
the
yeah,
walking one.
In 1999, Eminem released the Slim Shady EP. Going back and forth, one at a time, we'll start with you.
Oh.
Name an Eminem album. Last person to name an album wins.
Marshall Mathers LP,
Infinite.
Relapse,
Slim Shady LP.
Recovery.
Music to be murdered by.
Ooh.
Soundtracks count.
Give him that.
Sound 8 Mile. 8 Mile.
I hate you for that.
I wanted to keep it going. Has anyone
Marshall
done his-
Mathers LP2.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah,
what I
there
gonna
was.
say.
Yeah. What was his very first one he did? The very, very first one.
It's been said.
Oh, you said that, did you?
Infinite.
Infinite.
Oh, Infinite.
Yeah, 96 that was, I think, wasn't it?
What did they go? Slim Shady.
can think of-
Marshall Mathers.
I can think of a
LP,
couple.
Marshall Mathers LP too.
Don't help him, no.
Recovery, Relapse. Music to be murdered by. Was that the one with the plane?
No.
No.
Oh, what's that one then?
I
The one with
should've
the
said
plane.
Yeah, shouldn't I? Yeah, because I wouldn't even thought of that one.
It
I
begins
don't know
with a
what's
K.
called. K. It was a Beastie Boys cover, wasn't it? I don't know. I don't know.
Kamikaze,
Yeah.
Eminem Show, Encore.
Oh my god! Do you know, I had an Eminem tattoo as well.
I got Eminem tattoos, is it?
Oh, mine's gone.
Slim
now.
Shady
Get
LP,
over
is
it.
that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh,
man.
did you get removed, did you?
Well, it was like a silhouette. I got a Tupac tattoo, and it was a bit like that.
Sick.
But everyone kept asking me why I had Jimmy Carr or Elvis Presley, and I was like, Fucking hell. So I just added that over.
Marshall, you gotta go.
Oh, the Eminem Show, that's such a sick album as well.
It is.
Are we saying you lose that point?
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Since we're filming in Newport right now, Skindred are a very well-known local band. They've got lots of awards from Kerrang to Metal Hammer Golden Gods Awards and various others. Which award and which company was the award from did they win in 2023? So the name of the award and like the show it was from.
A Mobo.
That's one half of a question.
Best alternative.
Best alternative music act.
Come on. Yes.
Smashed it.
I was saying you bad. I didn't know.
Yeah.
That one only came out because I saw you do something about a Skindred cover or something on your story today. Yesterday?
No, I did
Recently, or
the
saw it
remix
somewhere.
a couple of weeks ago.
Maybe
And I messaged Benji because when she said, "Oh, I'm going to wind him up and tell him that somebody's ripped off his song," and I was like, "Great." And I know when she would message him and then forget to tell him he's joking afterwards.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just going to message him now and just say that, you know.
They're on that beef. But yeah, that is the end of the quiz. It was only a short one, but
No, it was
what was
fun,
congratulations.
man.
3-2.
Well, whatever. You're the guest, man. You can win.
we'll say 3-0.
He's in an away grounds as well.
Yeah.
That makes up for the 8-0 loss.
It's aggregate. I would go to Swansea.
Yeah, second leg.
Try and do it, yeah.
So you mentioned Eminem and your tattoos there. How many tattoos do you have?
Ooh.
So I remember that one stage you went through of getting like suggestions or like names.
So everyone that bought my first album is on my right leg.
No
there.
way. Oh, my God.
and I bought that album.
Yeah, you're on there somewhere.
Like I'm on his leg.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry about that, guys. We had a slight technical difficulty. One of the cameras has overheated. So Marc has graciously bowed out. He sends his apologies. We don't have too much more to say, so I guess we'll just finish it.
Sounds good.
He's crap anyway, we don't need him. We can carry on without him.
Sounds good to me.
So yeah, do you remember what you were saying?
No. Yes.
It was quite a sad
So,
topic about the album and your plans.
That's fucking awful timing, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
It was a sign.
Back to the depressive stuff. But no, yeah, the only thing that's ever made me feel like I've actually wanted to go anywhere is the fact that I feel like my little boy would be better off if I wasn't about. And because of the way I was, because that was around the time I was sobering up, my mental health just went downhill when I was sobering up. And in so much withdrawal. And I had this plan out that I was gonna kill myself after I dropped it. Everybody that bought the album had a little thank you note written down, and that was just my little thing of like, thank you for everything sort of thing.
Was it like a remember me with this kind of thing? Well, it's obviously good that you didn't go ahead with it.
Well,
obviously for you and everyone you know, plus your son, because obviously at the time, what you think is right. And a lot of people think like this, which is, it's a sad
it's parental guilt,
thing,
isn't it?
because
Like
it's out there so often.
It's that thing. It's you only feel guilty as a parent if you're a good parent, because if you didn't feel guilty, you wouldn't give a fuck. And if you didn't feel like you're not doing a good enough job, then...
And I suppose you're only thinking of the moment you're in. You're not thinking of the future and what knock-on effect it would have on your son and your family.
And back then, I think I was very close-minded about it. It was, in my head, he's better off without me, that's it. I didn't think about, school shows, I didn't think about sports days when all the other kids' dads would be there and stuff. I didn't think about any of that.
Yeah.
And it took a while to come around to it, but I'm at the point now where my goal is just to try and make sure that other people aren't feeling the same way I felt back then. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to do with
and
music.
I think where it's more a regular thing at the moment with young men especially, there's lots more help available.
Oh yeah.
But obviously, depending on your situation, you may not want help. So I think one of the first things is needing to want the help in the first place.
And it's the typical, because when they say the first step is admitting it, that's not just with addiction, it's not just with alcohol, it's with mental health in general, and it's very much you got to accept that you're not okay before you can start to try and be okay. And I think that's what a lot of people struggle with. They see it as a weakness. They see if they're struggling, people are going to think that they're not strong enough, or they're not manly enough, especially.
Yeah.
And that's why we keep losing so many good people. And
it's sad.
Over this last year, we've lost a lot of good people again, purely because they felt too ashamed to speak out or reach out.
Yeah, it is sad. Just to go back to your situation, I don't want to spend too much time on it. Did you try it? And obviously you don't have to answer this if you don't want to.
I've tried so many times over
but
the years.
But after the album came out?
After the album,
it
was more... no, it took me about a year and a half before I actually did try it, because I was battling it in my head and I was trying to talk myself out of it, I was reasoning with myself. And then it's 2022 then that I was like, oh, fuck it, I can't do it. And I tried and I failed, but then it was that realization of I'm so instantly glad that I failed. Like it was the what the fuck am I doing? I can't be doing this. And then everything rushed back to me. And that was 4 weeks before my brother died. Because I was staying in the Ibis budget in Newport. And me and Fussell would go for walks and stuff like that. And, you know, and I was driving around doing videos with them because they were both just trying to keep me occupied to make sure my head's okay. Then obviously that stuff happened to Ben then. And I think I just got to the point where I was like, no, because I saw everything Ben left behind when he died. And how much people hurt knowing that he's not around anymore. And it was that realization of this is what I was about to do to my family.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm not saying he's done anything on purpose, because he you know, it is what it is, but it's, yeah, it was that sort of harsh reminder of, okay, if I actually did go through with it, all of these people would be suffering because I'm not around anymore.
Yeah, and I think at the time, obviously, you're not thinking like that, like you said. And plus, your leg, like that's a constant reminder of how many people went out to buy your album. So there's probably people on there you don't know, you've never met in person.
Yeah, there are.
And like
a lot of them are in America and stuff like that, and like that's because that's where a lot of my listeners are, in all like the sort of southern states of America and that. And but yeah, and it is a reminder of these people actually cared. Like they actually wanted to. I mattered to them in some way, shape or form, even if it's for a short period.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't really cover up any tattoos. Like there's tattoos I regret. There's tattoos associated with people I regret, but I'm not going to cover them up because...
There's all that story, haven't they? Yeah, so, I mean, it seems like a bit of a dark point to end the show on, but we are coming to the end, so just before we wrap it... Yeah, I was going to say, just before we wrap it up, you do have a song I was listening to on your YouTube today, but it's like a month old, I think. It's more upbeat, lead-in, something. I wrote it down.
Was it Causing Drama?
Causing Drama, yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
That's a bit different to your usual stuff.
I was in North Wales with Odie in Elm Studios, and he was playing me these beats, and I was like, everybody keeps saying, Trev, your music's so fucking depressing. And I'm like, look, I could do these songs if I wanted to, I just choose not to.
Very catchy with chorus.
Well, that's what I did, and I was like, send me a beat, and I'm just going to write one just to show that, like, see, I can do it. And to be honest, I enjoyed it in the end. Like,
it's different, like it's got like an Ibiza type feel to it, you know, more like house music or higher tempo, more upbeat. It's got that kind of feel to it, but it's still got your own uniqueness on it, I guess.
It's
and
still,
like your
still got a
chorus
tongue-in-cheek sort of
is
side
the catchy
to it.
bit, but then you've still got your verse.
Yeah.
That's like...
I actually really enjoyed doing that one. I didn't think I was going to.
So is that going to be what we see more of?
It's definitely going to be more. Like, I'm still going to be all over the place in genres and stuff like that, but I did enjoy that one more than I thought, so I'm definitely going to make a few more upbeat tracks, especially to gig with now, because I don't want everybody depressed as well going through my sets.
Yeah, no, it is a good one, and like it's got more club appeal, I guess. Like you could hear that more in like nightclubs and stuff, where you might not hear just straight rap, or you know, other stuff. So that is good. Is that what we're going to see on tour as well? That kind of thing, maybe.
Different songs will be played in different cities. Like what I normally do, I get people from each city to message me what songs they want, and then I'll.
So you literally like arrange it per city.
Yeah.
So no two tours are the same, really.
No.
Unless you get the same request, but that's unlikely.
But like as so like the Cardiff event would be different to the Swansea event, because obviously the Swansea event there's a lot more about my brother in it, because he was a Swansea boy and everybody loved him. In Cardiff, there'll be a lot more sort of upbeat stuff because, well, there's a couple of bits I can't actually say about the Cardiff one yet, but because that's going to be sort of the theme of the night.
When you say this bit you can't mention, obviously I'm going to pick up on that. Are you alerting to like special guests maybe? Without saying any names or?
No, well, it's just sort of, yeah, like support acts and stuff like that. It's
Is it going to be different support for each city as well?
Sacred's on all of them. He signed himself up to it. He's just like, oh, what are you doing?
Well, he started doing a vlog now.
Finally.
He's done his vlog, so he's got to be involved, man.
But I couldn't think of anyone better to come on tour with. Like, you know what I mean? Crash is going to be there as well, so perfect trio.
And then you've got additional people from each city.
Yeah.
Sick. And one of them is in Newport.
There is.
So if people follow you on socials, they can keep an eye on it. And is it going to be tickets or is it just going to be a turn up?
It'll be a tickets one. They're all on ygbrecords.com at the moment. That's my website. And to be honest, so a couple of the shows, I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but like a couple of the shows I've decided any ticket money and stuff's going to be donated. There's a couple of things going on at the moment and a couple of people going through some stuff, and there's GoFundMes and stuff like this all over the place, and I was like, you know, I can't afford to just give money out, so...
Of course, you're doing it for a reason at the end of the day, aren't you? You've got yourself, you've got a son, you've obviously got stuff that you need out of it as well, so...
But so the tour, but that's just my day-to-day money, like I'm skint 99% of the time, but with the tour, it's like, I'm in a position then that I can just be like, okay, this money can go to you, this money can go to you, and... But each city's going to be different, and obviously like in Scotland and stuff like that, we're going to need to keep some of it to travel back.
So Scotland's on the tour as well. I missed
Aberdeen,
that one.
Yeah.
So you're going Wales, obviously, England, Scotland.
Yeah.
Any island as well, or just?
No island.
Not yet.
We were thinking about it, but I don't think I would trust myself with Crash in Ireland. I feel like that might be the bit...
When you have to cross water, it gets a bit more serious. I mean, you can drive to Scotland potentially.
Yeah, but it's more that I know I'm going to get thirsty in Ireland. So I don't want to take that risk, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, fair. No, so, yeah, it's definitely something to look forward to. I'll definitely be going to the Newport one. Right. Maybe a few others if I can drag Marc along. I'll get him there. Yeah, since he technically hasn't seen you live before, if he's never met you before.
The Newport one?
TBC.
Yeah, TBC.
Oh,
TBA.
TBA.
So yeah, just before we wrap it up, anything you want to say? Where can people catch you? What socials, stuff like that?
Social media, Hold Tight Swansea, on Instagram and on TikTok. I think I only downloaded TikTok in the last couple of weeks. I don't really know how to use it properly.
You got a young son, he can show you.
Oh, don't.
He plays Roblox. He knows TikTok.
Yeah, he does, in fairness. But no, you don't need to see some of the abuse his dad gets for rapping at 32 on TikTok. You know what I mean? But and then on Facebook, then it's just Trev Davis. I don't use the actual artist page anymore because the reach goes. Once you pay to boost the post once on Facebook pages and stuff, and the organic reach just shoots down. But yeah, so tour starts 5th of September, I want to say, in Aberdeen. And then it'll end on the 25th of October in Morriston, in Swansea.
So that's like the home leg of the tour, but...
Yeah, because we wanted Swansea to be the last one, but then Hull, Manchester and Camden came in after it. So I was like, okay, I still want the last one to be in Swansea, so we're doing another one in Swansea.
So you're doing 2 in Swansea and 1 before the last 3 and then... Yeah,
but we hadn't announced the second Swansea one initially because we wanted people to buy tickets to the first Swansea one first. Because if they see one in Morriston, then like a week later, 2 weeks later, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
They don't turn up to that one then because they want to go to that
one.
But
hopefully people will come to both.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Majority of people.
But tickets are sold for the Swansea one now, so I'm quite happy talking about it now. But yeah, so fingers crossed.
Well, sounds promising.
It does.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Appreciate it.
Good luck with the tour and everything, and the 5 years, soon to be 6.
Yeah, 6 in January.
Come back when you're on 10 years. And we will congratulate you again.
Perfect.
We both know you can do it. So yeah, congratulations.
It's good to see you. And Marc, thank you for having me on as well, bro.
Sorry, Marc.
He's had a hideaway over there. No?
We're gonna get some ice cubes for the camera next time so it doesn't overheat.
It's just the ginger beer that is, bro, isn't it? It's the ginger beer that's overheated it, and now it's just knackered.
We'll fix it. We'll be back to normal soon. But yeah, thank you for coming on. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Goodbye.